Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today I'm going over Hot Pockets, food truck, spicy Asian style beef Hot Pockets, which have been co-created with Komodo food truck stands. These spicy Asian style beef Hot Pockets are made with Angus beef, jalapenos, hoisin sauce, and a crispy crust. They certainly look and sound good to me, and they even say hearty deliciousness on the box. I really like that they've made the nutritional information very obvious and put them directly on the front of the box in clear view so people know what they're buying before they buy them. But they're also on the back of the box, which we'll go over later. So let's go over the ingredients first, and there's a lot of them. Actually, grab a cold beverage and read through them at your own convenience. I'm getting a headache. But one good thing, I didn't see any TVP or any other added sources of protein, so I was feeling pretty positive. That was until I saw Angus cooked beef steak ground and formed. You might say, well, that's just like a hamburger, big deal. But I know better in processed foods like these. Once they start grinding and forming, anything and everything is added, and you get that funky texture with or without TVP. Now for the nutrition facts, and the serving size is the whole Hot Pocket. There's 290 calories, 12 grams of total fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 500 milligrams of sodium, 40 grams of total carbohydrates, 1 gram of dietary fiber, 6 grams of sugars, and 5 grams of protein. Now let's open up the box and see what they look like. And if you've ever seen a Hot Pocket, they'll look familiar, because they look like Hot Pockets. That's because they're Hot Pockets, but they're not ordinary Hot Pockets, they're food truck Hot Pockets. There's 3 different cooking instructions, one for 1100 watt microwaves, one for low wattage compact microwaves, and one for the oven. For this Hot Pocket, I'm using the 1100 watt microwave instructions. So remove the Hot Pocket from the wrapper, insert it into the crisping sleeve, and then microwave on high for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to cook the second Hot Pocket in the oven. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees, unwrap the Hot Pocket, but do not use the crisping sleeve this time, and place on a baking sheet. Now, bake the Hot Pocket at 350 degrees for 28 minutes. I'll tell you what, not too many people are going to be waiting 28 minutes for their Hot Pockets to bake on April 20th. After microwaving on high for 2 minutes, our first spicy Asian beef Hot Pocket is ready. Now you're supposed to fold the crisping sleeve at the bottom and eat it with your hands, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to remove it. The crust isn't very crispy in the center like I thought it would be from the crisping sleeve, but it is a little crispier on the ends that were sticking out from the crisping sleeve. Go figure. Now I'm going to eat it with a knife and fork, but not any knife and fork. Ladies and gentlemen, the final piece of my state-of-the-art, scientifically designed plasticware is finally here. I present to you the Fork-a-Soo. The Fork-a-Soo is the Swiss Army knife of forks. You can obviously eat with it, but you can also throw hay with it, till your garden with it, use it as a can opener, and last but not least, keep it under your pillow at night for home defense. Of course, when you use the Fork-a-Soo, you also need to use the original Plastisoo. Look at the quick work the Fork-a-Soo and Plastisoo make of cutting through this Hot Pocket. Total awesomeness, I tell you. The bottom of the Hot Pocket was a bit hard though, a little overcooked. But even the Fork-a-Soo couldn't hold it down. I had to use my hand. There wasn't a whole lot of filling in there, much more bread than filling. Even though there wasn't a lot of filling, it had a really good flavor and it was fairly spicy. Not chili head spicy, but a nice enjoyable flavor spicy. the crust wasn't crispy at all, which is obviously disappointing. So let's cut into the other half and see exactly what's inside. Now that actually looked pretty good. But I could definitely tell that was pressed and formed meat just by looking at it, even if I hadn't read it in the ingredients. I tried a piece of the meat first, and I simply could not get my camera to focus. Sorry about that. And the meat had that all too familiar, it's not all real meat texture. And the vegetables were overcooked, the peas were mushy, and the pepper skins were all tough and chewy. But I've got to say, the flavor of this was really good. Other than the nice spicy hoisin sauce flavor of this, there's really nothing really great about this. Maybe the oven version will be better. So after baking at 350 degrees for 28 minutes, our second Asian beef hot pocket is ready, and boy does it smell good. I didn't get the same aroma throughout my house with the microwave version. You can immediately tell a huge difference in the crust on this one. It's super crispy and flaky. Again, I'm not even sure why I used a fork of soup, because I ended up having to hold it down with my hand. I'm not sure if I just got the fuller end, but this one appears to have more filling than the microwave version. Again, the flavor was really good. The texture of the vegetables was also better, but the biggest difference is the crispy, flaky crust. It's freaking delicious. Hit that like button if you like crispy crust. The crust doesn't seem nearly as dense as the microwave crust did. The sauce also looks like it either thickened or absorbed into the crust. I think even my camera was disappointed with the meat. It simply would not cooperate and focus on the meat. The oven method is absolutely the way to go with these if your munchies will allow the 28 minutes it takes to bake them. The microwave Hot Pockets, the vegetables were mushy, the crust wasn't crispy, and the meat had that weird processed texture. But the sauce was really good. For the sauce alone, I'll give the microwave version a 3 out of 10. The Hot Pockets that were cooked in the oven, the vegetables had a better texture, the crust was awesome, and the sauce was great. But then, there's that processed meat that I simply do not care for and can't get past. If they would put real pieces of meat, or even real ground meat without other stuff added to it, these could be mind-blowing. But I would still eat the oven version in a pinch, and I give them a 5 out of 10. If you'd like to show your support to the Wolfe Pit, please consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, that's only $12 for the whole year. Or you can pledge more, that's up to you. Either way, every little bit's appreciated, and it helps me produce more high-quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.